Oh, dangerous waters, how I cannot change my resolution in the middle of a game. Hello, Duncan. Hello, A-Ronk. Oh, I'm going to call it errant because the other two shots were nowhere near me, so I'm going to call it a lucky shot. That'll be my explanation. We'll see what the debrief looks like. Mmm, caffeine. Is my audio turned off in here? Is this otherwise turned down? It sounds kind of quiet. It is turned down. All right. Oh my god, we're at 89% damage. Turning and burning, twirling and whirling. Is this our boy? Yes, this is our boy. Where's he at? 350. It's been a while. Thank you, Pearl Jam. It has been a while. What is this guy doing? He's somewhere. Duh. Yeah, last weekend for Memorial Day I was at my parents' place. I usually go up there for the 4th of July, but I will be out of the country for 4th of July, so went up for Memorial Day. We'll see where we can get with this damage. If we finish it, we finish it. If I die, then we'll restart this OPAREA. I guess there might have been a save at some point before I entered the area. Hopefully I was thorough enough with my save descriptions so that I may be able to know where one was, but I could just cycle through the saves. Okay, so first order of business to figure out what this bloke is up to. Seemingly too far or too faint or both for wide aperture array ranging. Have to do this the old-fashioned way with some towed array here. And was there wonky data in this? I don't know. Did he turn or change course? It looks like my towed data is pretty straight, but may not be. What time is it now? 0002. I hate how sometimes it doesn't. The message history doesn't stay at the bottom. It seems to happen when there's like a crap ton of messages. Because I could take this all the way back to the beginning of the frickin' mission 18 game hours ago. Stay on course 287. That was 11 minutes ago. Okay. Yeah, it might all be valid data, but there does look to be some kind of abrupt change in course or something. What was the speed I was getting? 11? Mm-hmm. Regardless, he's doing something that's either heading towards me or away. Towards has a neater fit. We'll go with that for now. And we probably shouldn't take chances. We'll make it hard for him to find us. We'll go 5 knots here. Hello, Roger. Wounded wolf. It is a wounded wolf. What is I wish it would like list all this damage stuff in terms of like, I wish you could sort it or something, because it's hard to sort through this. What's been fixed, what hasn't been fixed. We have a sphere, we have high frequency, we have propellers repaired, port tubes, periscope 2, port towed array, ESM mast periscope. That's right, the starboard is down. The starboard won't be back for... Let's see, when did the starboard go down? It went down 35 minutes ago, 34 minutes ago, so there's like another 40 minutes on the starboard to come back, so we're just running on the TB16 right now. Hello. These, I forgot. You whose name I recognize. I might be able to see a slight inkling. I wish Dangerous Waters wasn't such a clunky game. I'd be running this at 1280 by 1024 right now, so I could see this damn display more easily. Uh, DTA 567 layer 606. See, sometimes you get like this weird. I've been doing experiments to figure out where the shadow zone starts based on layer depth, and it looks like it'll be somewhat straightforward to define. But anyway, sometimes the line that actually produces here the layer is not at the point where the sound speed actually changes, which is where it should be here, which is denoted by minus 566 up here, because numbers are increasing until here and then they start decreasing, so that the layer should be here. So maybe I am at the layer, I don't know. But he just dropped off, so we're going to come a little shallower here. I've been wanting to figure out what's the correct number here. This minus 566 where the speed starts to switch back, or is this what it actually reports, the better one? I guess we can do that. We'll launch an XBT there. No, Dangerous Waters isn't that old, but it feels as old as Super Mario. Like, what kind of game made past the year 2000 does not let you change resolution on a save file? Like, I started this mission at 1024 by 768. I cannot change my resolution to 1280 by 1024. Tice. Okay. Tice. Yeah, I forgot. I always forget TH is a distinctly English sound. I don't know that many other languages have that. Does Dutch have that? Is that where that comes from? I don't know. English is like a conglomeration language. Yeah, okay. This guy should not be seeing any of us unless... This is something also worth checking out. If you have a damage level, does that make you easier to detect? Does that mean you make more noise? I don't know. If you have damaged propellers or planes, does it make you easier to detect? All stuff worth figuring out. Is it just a T? Okay, I guess that's just an English thing. It's a very weird sound. Pretty much, I don't know. I mean, I guess someone could probably tell me, but as far as I know, it's almost just an English sound. It's a weird combination of like stuff up here at the palate and then like also back in the throat. Hashtag linguistics. Okay. But yeah, this guy seems to be bearing down this direction. This seems to be what he's doing. He's kind of heading for my datum. It always takes... The toad goes a little deeper when you come up. Because when you're coming up, your speed in the pure horizontal direction is a little less because you're angled up. So it puts a little slack on the toad. It can go down a little bit. Caps are doing well. It's 1-1 coming back from Vegas. Game 3 tonight. I'm going to the game. It's going to be awesome. I will be leaving in about 2 hours. About 2.5 hours. The game starts at 8. I'll be leaving about 4 hours before the game starts, but I'm going to meet up with my dad and some friends. We're going to get dinner first and all that stuff. Oh, hello. There he is again. Looking loud. Especially on the TB16, dude. Oi. Well. Okay, so we have the layer, minus 567 feet. This is going very quickly. I don't think I've ever seen it populate like that. Let me get out my other spreadsheet, and I'm going to try and figure out where this shadow zone is at, based on the experimentation I've been doing. Looks like it'll be at about 3 3/4 nautical miles. 3.5, 3 to 3/4 nautical miles. So I will draw myself. We'll assume smaller or no larger. What would be more conservative, to assume smaller or larger shadow zone? I guess larger. Yeah, larger would be more conservative. So we'll go for 3.7. We'll go for 3.8. Okay. I might go underneath the layer then. Try and evade our buddy Boo. Try and get around him. Maybe even behind him. There are 7 games in the final. 2 have been played so far. A minimum of 3 more. A maximum of 5 more games to determine it. Best of 7. So first to 4. First to 4 there, Lottie. Alright, but yeah, pretty sure he seems to be bearing down this way. So I'm going to go deep here. 6-3-1. We're going to try to give him the old end around here. I'm not sure what kind of air assets are in the area around here, if any. There's probably some. I mean, it's possible I got some like air asset dropped a torp on my head. May not have even been the Kirov. Not sure. But we'll get down here. Try and outmaneuver him a little bit. Because he seems to be just heading back for the datum. Okay, Toad is down. We can't see anything. Very well. Something to note when you're trying to get to the shadow zone and you're really close to a target. If you go much deeper than the layer, you'll actually come out of the shadow zone. The shadow zone is not... It doesn't just exist, you know, in the up and down plane. There's also a degree of horizontalness to it. It's kind of hard to describe without drawing it out. I guess I could draw it kind of here. So the shadow zone is more of like, it's a shape like this. This is not really I'm just for the sake of like having a level plane and like distance in this direction. So like if you're here, the surface ship is here, or up here, I guess, and you're down here, the shadow zone has like shape to it. So if you're really close to where it starts and you go too deep, you actually come back out of the shadow zone, and that makes sense. The shadow zone is like, the further you go away, the thicker it is, but it's very thin right where it starts. So you want to try and hug that layer if you're in really close, because you will go straight through the shadow zone and go back to being audible. But this will all be cleared up later when I make a video about it and release my findings. Because, yeah, the shadow zone distance does depend on the layer depth. It's not exact. It is not exact. There's some error to it. I don't know where that comes from. I'm not going to try and... I'm just going to empirically figure it out. I made a spreadsheet where I did, like, some ray tracing or simulated ray tracing, and it didn't correlate with what happens in the game, so... I'm either doing something wrong or it's set up some weird way, but that's fine. The empirical correlation will be good enough. Alright, we're down here. We'll go 2/3. Try and give this guy the old shake-a-loo. Trying to think of the geometry here. I might want to try and go a little more westerly. Yeah, we'll go a little more like this. A little more perpendicular to him. Maybe not full bore perpendicular, but we'll go a little perpendicular. We're going just about the same speed as him at this point, so that's good. Alright, but I guess I should check the sonar and see if anyone else is around here. There shouldn't be. Just based on the OP. Based on the OP. Yeah, it's looking pretty clear. Not seeing... Oh, wait, whoa. That's me. That is me. Yeah, waiting for that next round of stuff to repair. It seems like when something gets damaged, there's like some quicker things and then some longer things. Compressed air has been repaired. That's good to hear. I guess that means that... What does that mean if the compressed air is damaged? Does that mean you can't launch anything or that you can't charge the air? Probably the latter. I have no countermeasure tubes. That is worth noting. Floating wire has been damaged for nearly 3 hours. Snorkel mast damage nearly 2 hours. Those starboard torpedo tubes should be coming back in a minute or two now. That'll be good. Active intercept. I have no active intercept. That's the real kicker. I'll still be able to hear the pings. I won't be able to know where they are. So that's pretty bad. That's pretty crucial to know where those pings are at. It's not necessary per se, but it's definitely very helpful. Definitely helpful, especially when you're running at speed. I don't know if I've forgotten about some of this stuff or I just didn't notice it last time, but yeah, that'll be... It's a real kick in the nads right there, man. Real kick in the nads. Yeah, I don't know how damaged the Kirov is. I would say at least 25%, but probably less than 50%. Speed noted. Thank you kindly, Tice. Do 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 do. Let's see. Equals lin est known wise B2 to B12 known x's. I'm in my spreadsheet setting up a linear interpolator here. Oh, no, I don't want just lin est. I want lin est dot for. I want forecast dot linear. X would be A13 known y's, B2 to B12 known x's, A2, A12. Negative 607. So based on that, negative 600 or negative 567. Yeah, so my data has an estimated shadow zone distance at about 3.8 nautical miles. So that's good. I should put this somewhere else. Does it model noise from damage? I do not know. We're pretty close to the layer, so we don't have to necessarily worry about punching through at this distance. Question is, what is my strategy going to be? I guess I'm going to kick it wide here, assuming he's going to kind of head back towards my datum, which it seemed like if that solution is correct, he was heading like right exactly for where I was when I was taking all the licks in this stuff. So we'll just kind of head this way. At a certain point, I guess I'll head this way to try and get behind him or something. Maneuver that way. Captain, the turn. Not yet. Oh, that was terrible. That was, oh my god, that was horrible. Good lord. I was trying to imitate the Hunt for Red October ping. I don't think that can be done. Or it requires some more practice. Some more refinement. not a human sound. About 15,000 yards away. 7.5 miles. We can probably turn here soon. We're out of the circle, that's fine. This isn't like sumo wrestling. I need to watch The Americans. That's something I've been meaning to pick up. Finished up The Expanse Season 2 recently. Got to get on Season 3. Thank goodness for Jeff Bezos for saving that show, huh? Supposedly a big fan. Alright. Let us turn south. New course 180. Didn't it just end recently or something? Been going for a while, huh? 7? I want to say 7, 9? 7 seasons or something? Mr. Kirov does have a toad, but at 11 knots. Probably not beneath the layer. Could be possible. It's a very deep layer, though. I don't know. If he does, I'd have really no way of knowing about it. And just because he does doesn't necessarily mean he's going to hear me. I think I'm fine in this range. Six seasons. A disqualification for leaving the area? No, I don't think so. I don't think Ben is here yet. Ben, are you here? Is this like sumo wrestling? It's fine. The op area, my interpretation of it is as long as that's just where the thing starts. After that, it becomes purely tactical. I'm not gonna like run all the way down here and just be like, haha, you can't catch me. That's not the point. Hey, Spraz. If you look on their Facebook page, they say the most recent thing they said was back in December, which is already 6 months ago. Jeez. They said they don't have any plans for a game yet, but they possibly could. It's just an engine they were trying to show off to more, I guess, military customers or something. All right, but we'll be conservative and go to 7 knots. Who were they talking about the Akulas to? I guess to other Russians or to Americans? I don't get why they replaced this. It was fine the way it was before. Maybe just to make it a little more explicit with the compass points. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's not like anywhere near your typical American would even know what an Akula is anyway. Victor 3, you call it. I'm looking for a submarine. It's big, it's black, and the driver is a very good friend of mine. Frickin' Zukovsky. Hey, Dry Razor. Part of me's thinking we should go up and take a peek. Don't like being blind for this long. Alright, yeah. Let us go to 550 feet and take a whiff. Dangerous Waters is a little challenging. I don't have blonde hair. It's just male pattern baldness. Cold Waters and Dangerous Waters are both challenging in their own ways. Cold Waters becomes challenging in that you're evading literally hordes of torpedoes. And Dangerous Waters is challenging in that you have to know how the hell all this crap works. Damage. Hull sensor's been repaired. Rudder has been repaired. Oh my god, my rudder had been damaged for that long. Stern plane's repaired. Countermeasure tube's repaired. All torpedo tubes up and running. When's that active sonar active intercept gonna come back? 2 hours. 7 hours. The entire fleet's after him. Alright, so this could be another 45 minutes before I got active intercept back. We might just want to try and hang out until then. When's that starboard toad coming back? Is the starboard toad back? Should be. Wait, starboard toad. Time to repair, 74 minutes from 23:31. So that would take you to... Okay, that should be coming back in a minute or two. Should be coming back in a minute or two. But when I go to the starboard toad, we'll lose them on the contacts don't transfer from toad to toad. Vegas gold colored. Yeah, I like their jerseys. They're nice. Yes, it gets tough when they start spamming Siluxes your way. And the somewhat omnipotence of the maritime patrol aircraft. What the hell happened to my boat? I got this frickin' Kirov dropped a standoff torpedo right on my frickin' head last time. I think it was a lucky shot. Others in chat may beg to differ. We'll see what the replay tells us later on. That's going to be a hell of a replay, but thankfully I won't look at the replay on stream. It'll take too long. I'm going to record it out. Do what I normally do. I just record it and then I speed it up in post. Get rid of the boring bits. Because as soon as you start seeking or trying to go back on the replay, just all goes to hell. Oh, we're up here. Okay, Toad is still coming up. Hey, stab it, Toad repaired, ready to go. Don't leave port without your favorite stab at Toad array. Oh, I'd rather deal with numerous alphas. They have baffles. You can shoot a torpedo right up their butt. They won't even know it. Alright, where are we expecting our dude to be if he's at... If our previous solution was correct and he's at present course and speed, we're expecting him at 066. Where's that DTA about to come shallow? We're in the money. We're in the money. Right where I'm expecting him. Yes, sir. Typhoon 7, right where I want him. Take that to the bank right there. That is a good solution. Take that to the bank. Okay. There's our boy. So that same shadow zone discussion from earlier also applies to torpedoes. You want to shoot those as close under the layer as you can. In my testing experience with the Seawolf, about 10 feet minimum beneath the layer is sufficient to be considered underneath the layer. So we could do it at about 600 feet, and they'd stay in the shadow zone for as long as possible. But he'll hear it within about upward of 4 miles away. So not terribly close, but better than nothing. And this time, I'll dogleg him. Send him out this way and then turn him in. We'll also draw a range to shadow zone on our boy here. We'll make it conservative, 3.9 nautical miles. I'll dogleg him here and turn him in. Something. Is Mr. Kirov even modernized? They have like 3 tiers of AA on the Kirov. They got like long range, medium range, and then point defense. An Oscar with a full load of shipwrecks. You mean in cold waters? No, in real life, I think it would be able to get through. Kirov doesn't have anything resembling like the range of Aegis or something like that, but I'm not sure. Don't take my word for it. I would think a full load of shipwrecks would be able to take out any single ship. I mean, there's a lot of variables. Does it have early morning defense? I don't know that the Russians have because apparently, well, if Redstone Rising is correct, the Hawkeye can be used to guide in surface-to-air missiles in conjunction with Aegis or something. I don't know. That vastly extends the range. Gotta get all the last little bits. Well, how did you fire them? Did you stagger them, or were they launched more or less all at once? Because I've never seen any AA in dangerous waters actually be that effective. Well, you know what? That could be fine, because that's usually how technology goes. Like, once a country develops a weapon, they immediately, the protocol is to immediately develop something to defend against it. If you assume that your enemy is going to acquire that ability. So they could be very good against their own missiles, but it's also not a very likely scenario. Okay. All right, Johnny. Let's, hopefully this guy won't be changing course. There he is. Whoa, hey, why? Oh, no, that's fine. That's fine. That WAA was getting me crazy. They got it a little more like here, but it's fine. That's good enough. Well, let's see what that'll give us. 12,899 bind wine. The course could be a little different. Bring that here. Speed 10. Yeah, maybe we should chew on this for a little bit. Maybe we should chew on it for a little bit. We don't need to bother with the starboard at this point. The TB16 is sensitive enough. Yeah, I'm not going to bother with the starboard. I can hear him on the TB16. TB16 is better geared for speed anyway. It's better for evading. Or it's better to engage with the TB16 because you can keep it out while you run away. So it looks like the range is opening up. So not this. Hey, Arnovitz, I don't run at max depth all the time because the tactical situation dictates which depth I run at. Yeah, a former submariner told me they only ever ran as deep as they needed to not cavitate, because at increased pressures, the deeper you go, the higher the pressure, the greater the friction on the main prop seal. So like the deeper you go, you'd actually go slower because of the friction on the drive shaft seal, prop shaft, whatever you want to call it. Same thing. Hey, hey, fat ass, you want the soup of the day or soup to shore? Same fucking thing. Viva la bam. Rest in peace, Don Vito. Alright. We got a rough solution on our boy. Looks like he changed course and speed. Go back to 11. Went back to 11. May have turned. May have been why we saw speed. So I wondered like how they models the demon detecting speed in the game. I don't think it's actually based on the ordered speed. I think it's based on the speed the ship is going. Because you would, in real life, it would be based on like what speed the propeller is actually going, not the speed of the ship. Alright, the solution's giving me the craps right now. What's going on? Well, this looks better, honestly, out here somewhere. WAA could be wonked up. That looks better. I mean, that syndicates with what we had before. That just looks better to me. But we should probably change course. We can come back this way. Let's actually get a few more LOBs. Now we got a good chunk. Let's come back this way. Run the lead with him here for a second. See what this solution's doing. Hello, Hetty. Seaman Hetty. I don't think anyone else knows what we're talking about. Want to see my prop shaft? Yeah, that's a good way to get a drink in your face. Alright, let's twirl it around town. Let's bring it around town. Okay. Yeah, it's giving me that range for the WAA, the 13 something, but this looks better. But I think generally in my experience, the WAA tends to be correct. Let's humor it for a second. Let's humor it. Humor the WAA. You could have that. You could have this. That's not happening. You could have that, but that doesn't support what we're seeing. The range is opening up. So I'm going to go with what we were at. Well, we had it a little shallower of a course last time. It's fine, Eddie. Don't sweat it. It's all good. Doesn't change anything. Why am I looking on Instagram? I don't know. Put that phone away. Put that phone away. Seem to have lost him off the toad there. Or at least the broadband track. Well, that was a quick course. Oh, I was about to say that was a quick course change, but I had time lapse going. Duh. Oh, that's the counter steer. I was like, how are we just coming out of this rudder and not overshooting? That's the counter steer. Very well. Okay. Well, it's going to take a little bit for our toe to straighten out here. I always hate time-lapsing in these kind of situations, but I'm more impatient than I am worried about getting shot at. That's the great thing about being in the Seawolf in Virginia. They run so quiet. You can run faster, so you don't have to wait as long for your toe to straighten out. Oh, yeah. Well, that's a whole horse of another color. A land-based missile that can reach the U.S. and the sea-based are two entirely different engineering challenges. Alright, toad is straight. We should be getting ourselves some good data. All presuming he has not changed course or speed. Ah, there he is. There's our boy. Oh, I don't have him on the sphere. Blasphemy. 14553. Bastard. Speed of 10. Doesn't really change the solution too much. We're in the money. Just means, like, I wish you could make it so, like, you could fix a solution from an old point on here. So you could kind of better track what he was doing. So, like, I could still have that old solution at 11 knots, but then pick up where that left off at the solution at 10 knots. They probably have stuff like that in real life, but not in the game. That would make life easier. Oh. Slowing down. He's what? It's... Was it a meteor? No, definitely not, sir. Why? It's slowing down. It's what? It's slowing down, sir. Give me the Secretary of Defense. Then wake him. And this is either him... This might be him reaching the end of his, like... his designated plan. Because, like, when you have missions like these, you give them, like, tactics to follow. He might just be reaching the end of it. May have been spending so long engaging and me just reaching the end of it. Oh my, it's still doing that. Was that this engagement with him? I assume so. We've been engaging him for a long time. He might have reached the end of his tactical thing or whatever. I have no other explanation for him slowing down like this. Hello, Ben. I've just been kind of stalking our buddy Boo here. Oh, what have you missed? God damn it. Even if it was a lucky shot, I should have been more vigilant in my tactics. Did the chat just scroll like crazy? It looked like it scrolled like crazy for me. Alright, well, this guy is officially a sitting duck. Seems to have stopped. The guns. Oh no, now he's going again. Weird behavior. Okay. Range is that. I think we can shoot on our Broheim here. Do you know what I'm tracking? It's still the Kirov. Still the Kirov. I have not... We're still going after this dude. Alright, I guess we should get ready and launch some stuff on him. This time we'll be doing passive torps, not active. Yes, still in 3. Oh, did you see that lightning bolt? That was a kill. That was a kill. You'll never believe what this kid can do with his iPad. Oh, I never reloaded these tubes. Probably because they were down before, but that's fine. It's even for port, right? I never remember. Alright, well, what's this guy doing? He's speeding up again. Gonna go with the WAA. Say that. Okay. Yeah, passive torps have a disadvantage if the thing they're trying to go after is quiet. They just won't be able to hear it. But surface ships are loud. Even warships. And once the gimmick with passives is that you're assuming once the target hears a torpedo heading its way, it's going to start running and not, you know, going like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon or some kind of Zen shit. So you can even use passive torps against a submarine, but I prefer actives against submarines. But active torps in this most recent RA, from what I've been seeing, seems like surface ships are much more able to readily fool active torpedoes than they are passive torpedoes, so that's why I'm using passives. And you have to run passive torps slower, too. They can't run at 55 knots. They won't be able to hear anything. Okay. Since he's been maneuvering, trying to figure out what he's up to now. He may have turned around. Or simply heading east. That could also be a reason he slowed down. If the demon is based on what the ship's speed actually is and not the turns it's making for, he could have potentially slowed down that hard in like a full rudder turn. I'm not sure why he would do a full rudder turn, but it's possible. Because he now seems to be coming back up. 9 times. 9 times. But if this is the case, he's just gone down ahead and exposes his tuchus for me. So that's good. Yeah, he seems to be speeding back up there to 11. Oh, there's sun. It's supposed to be rainy and stormy later. But there's sun. I see sun. I guess that's good. I haven't changed course or anything, have I? No. Holding at 10. Holding at 10 knots. Now at 11. Yeah, he's back to his previous speed there. The range is weird. That works. This also works. Trying to tell if he's heading for or away. I'm assuming probably not this way, but it could be possible depending on what... I don't know what kind of Dangerous Waters prescribed tactic he has. If he has, like, box or transit, probably box. I don't know. Oh yeah, that would be the tell. Would be if bearing rate is increasing. Unfortunately, they don't output bearing rate for you directly. You kind of have to infer it. But it seems to be heading this way. The ranges are generally decreasing. Okay. Well, that's not a big deal. We'll just keep heading this way. But I'm going to assume this course for now. The problem is we can't really trust this for sure because he's been changing speed and maneuvering. You can only trust the trends if they're steady state, if they're moving with one solution. They're not changing any of their variables. As soon as they start changing variables, it's all out the window. Same trends still apply, it's just harder to see them if you're not a computer or something. Because both solutions work. We'll have to see which one will be the correct one. I'm thinking this one, though. These ranges are generally decreasing here. They were around 14,000. Now I'm seeing 13.4. So they seem to be getting smaller. So I think this is it. All right. Well, we're going to wait for him to kind of pass us by. I wish there was a quick way to figure out where the point of closest approach would be and what it would be. I don't know that geometry. Trying to think about that. Could that be a simple thing, or would that be? Well, I guess empirically you could kind of iterate on that, but to get the perfect solution to that, is that a differential equation thing? I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's I don't know. I don't know. I'm so removed from doing that kind of problem on a regular basis, or even anything resembling that. So we're going to let him head by here for a sec. I'm going to try and get behind him to some extent. It always seems to be better. We're going to do passive torps. We're going to get boogieing once we launch the torps. Going to be boogieing. Yeah, this looks cleaner. This one has some curve to it. This one looks cleaner. This is what he's doing. Okay. Well, I say we can probably get ourselves in the firing range. If he is on some kind of box type target tactical thing, he's going to hit another boundary and start heading off another way soon. So we might want to wait till that happens before we shoot. Or we could just be smart about it. Part of me is in no rush because I still want some systems to come back online, namely active intercept. How long do I have until that comes back on again? That'll actually be back somewhat soon. 20 minutes game time. That'll be back. AKA 2.5 minutes of real time at 8 times speed. Okay, we'll play the patient game. We're going to wait till active intercept comes back. That is crucial to have. Very crucial. Last ping nearly 2 hours ago. 900. Yeah, hour and 45 minutes ago. Okay. Yeah, that's when we got hit, about an hour and 45 minutes ago.